You are now listening to the Vitalize podcast. Hey yo, what up, family? Welcome back to the Vitalize podcast. You're here with your friendly neighborhood host, Mr. Marcus Black, and I'm so incredibly excited to be here with you today. You can tell by the sound of my voice and the energy in which I greeted you how happy I am just to have you here, man. Just can I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank you for taking time to rock with your boy. Y'all been pushing this thing up in the rankings. We are globally ranked. Keep doing that. Whatever it is you're doing, if you're listening on Spotify, keep showing love there. Keep making sure you pre-download. If you're listening on Apple Music, go leave a rating and a review there. It really would mean a world to me. Thank you. For real. Like, if I could have 4 minutes of your time, if you gotten any value from this, just go drop a few words and just push submit. Whatever star. I ain't even asking you for a 5-star rating. Whatever you think is worth. If you think it's 5 stars, thank you. But rate, I think I've gotten, I don't know, quite a few reviews and ratings, and I've only had one like 4-star review and the rest were 5. So my rating on Apple is like 4.9 stars, which I'm okay with out of 5. So tap in, man. If you're new for the first time, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. There's no such thing. I said welcome back. That's how excited I am. I just already have made up in my mind that you coming back with us even after this time, because there's no such thing as a second time guest. If you stumbled upon this podcast, welcome home. You are family now. So thank you for being here. Thank you for last week, everybody, the feedback that you sent. Thank y'all for the prayers that y'all sent. Yo, I promise I'm okay. I'm good. I'm in good health. I'm feeling good. Thank you, though, for the love and the support and for reaching out and for everything that you sent, the kind messages. I do not take those for granted. Those mean so much more than you know. So this week, listen, guys, we're going to talk about persistence this week. So if you've been struggling, you need a little bit of that kick to push through that wall that's been in your way, then you came to the right place today. We're going to talk about it. So get your pens and your pads ready. And while you do, I'm going to bring that back to our incredible sponsor for this episode. Shout out to you. Embrace Your Ambition, which I am a part of. I'm an incredible part of this organization. It's a faith-based personal development organization. And we just want to help you. Ultimately, we want something for you, not something from you. That's why we're offering proud to pay tickets to this event. That means pay whatever you can to get in the room. Just secure your seat and get yourself in the room. So make sure that you visit www.eyambition.com and you can learn all about the Denver event. And if y'all want to come, don't tell nobody. I know it's approaching, like it's here now. But if for whatever reason you say, you know what, I'm just going to take a leap. I'm going to take the jump. I'm going to invest in myself. Use code YOUCAN, that's YOUCAN, for an extra 20% off your premiere ticket if you want it. Come and join us. If you say, I can't afford a premiere ticket, it don't matter. You premiere to me. Get yourself in the room by doing proud to pay and come see me so I can give you a great big bear hug in the flesh, because you can. So listen to me. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about persistence, and like, man, I look at my life, and the reason I've gotten the success I have, and I ain't nowhere near where I'm going. Listen, I ain't where I want to be, and I ain't where I'm gonna be, but I sure ain't where I used to be, and I've been able to make some waves and touch some people along the way and create some maximum impact just by showing up and not giving up. And there's a lot of times in my life where everything was telling me I should give up. There was a lot of people in my life, that were telling me I should give up. You ever had people in your life look at you and wonder, like, what are you doing? Who do you think you are? Why do you think you can start a podcast? Why do you think you could write a book? Shout out to the incredible authors that I'm helping write their books right now. Y'all know who you are. Proud of you for taking the step and for not allowing the naysayers to make you question why you're doing what you're doing, because you want to do it. And because you can. But perseverance is an X factor in you making the life of your dreams a reality. Perseverance. And the greatest imagery I can draw for you to show you just how magnificent of a phenomenon you're able to create. Peep this. A few years ago, I was able to travel, and I've been fortunate to travel a lot. I've been able to speak and or sing all over the country and even all over the world. This particular time, we were headed to California. Knows how to party. Anyway, we were headed to California, where I'm told they know how to party. You know what I'm saying? So when we when we went, y'all can damn, I'm silly, man. And I'm just me. At the end of the day, hate it or love it, I'm going to continue to be me regardless. And if I'm not your cup of tea, then you can politely go and find yourself some coffee, my friend. So, I was headed to California, and we stopped in Arizona, and we were thinking, okay, we are entirely too close to the Grand Canyon, one of the 7 wonders of the world, to not go and see it. So we decided to go and see it. And I've heard my entire life, if you can, go see it. If you can go see it, go see it. Whatever you do, just make sure you give yourself this experience in your life. I've been told that a time and time and time again, right? This is what I've been told. But let me tell you something. I got there and there were no words for what I was able to experience. I know people can tell you words don't do something justice. Like when you see a really big, super full moon that looks so close you can reach out and touch it, and then you try to take a picture of it, and people are like, why? It's just the moon. Like they don't see what's special, because it's like they didn't see what you actually saw in that moment, because of the depth perception is different in what a camera can capture. Yeah, same thing with the Grand Canyon. It's like there are no words to really express just how magnificent and breathtaking that experience was. But my brain wants to know all the things. So everybody else is like, oh, it's pretty. Let's take a picture. I love it. Okay, bet. Let's go. And I was like, my brain was in like full mode where I'm like, okay, how did this get here? How did this magnificent, incredible, so wondrous thing that I am witnessing, a wonder of the world, literally, how was the Grand Canyon formed? Was it an asteroid from an alien, just a massive crater? It's not a crater though. It's so jagged. It's so perfectly cut. It's like, nah. Does anybody know? I'll give you a check. I'll give you a second to check and see if you let me know. Don't you Google it. Matter of fact, I'm not giving you that long. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, time's up. So, the Grand Canyon was formed by the Colorado River, which cuts right through. Matter of fact, at some points in the top, you can look down and you can see the Colorado River at the base, at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Okay. Well, if you look at that river, it's not even the biggest river in the country. How the heck did this river cut and form the Grand Canyon? I'm from Mississippi. I'm actually born in Memphis. Hardly home, but always repping. Raised in Mississippi, where we got the mighty Mississippi River, which also cuts right through Memphis. So that thing is massive. The Colorado River is not as big as that. So how did it do this? And this is the revelation for today. My friend, water does cut through rock through a process called erosion. But erosion doesn't happen overnight. Oh, don't you miss this message that's for you. Water cuts through rock not because of its power and how big and how strong and how massive or how monumental it is. Water cuts through rock because of its persistence. Woo, snap, rewind. Water doesn't cut through rock because of its power, but rather because of its persistence. And that reminds me of you. You've been discounting yourself. You've been discounting what you bring to the table. You've been diminishing your value because you don't have 1 million followers, or because you're not the strongest person. You're not the biggest person. You're not the most talented person. You're not the bright and shining star in Hollywood. You don't have all of the views and all of the platform, and all I hear is you don't, and you use those as experiences, or you use those as excuses to keep you from stepping into what it is you were meant to do. And the excuses, my mom used to say this. I'm gonna shout out to you, mama. She always said, Excuses are tools of incompetence that only satisfy those who make them. She actually said excuses are tools of incompetence that build monuments of nothing and only satisfy those who make them. I'm like, gosh, Mom, I'm 8. But it stuck with me to this day. And you are excusing your way out of purpose right now. You are excusing your way out of what it is you want to do. You are making excuses for why you can't show up, not and using that as why you should throw in the towel, not realizing that no, the only thing you have to do, you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to keep going. How do you keep going? Or what do you do when you don't know what to do? And it's just stand and just step. Stand and step. Stand tall and take a step. What step? The next step right in front of you. You can't see the full staircase. Martin Luther King told you, nor do you have to. You don't have to see the entire staircase just to take the first step. Take the step, my friend. Take the step. Why? Because it's your persistence that is going to be a differentiator for you. It's your persistence that's going to create opportunities for you. It's your persistence that's going to change the whole game. It's your persistence that's going to break down walls. It's your persistence that's going to cut through the rock that's been holding you back from your greatness. It's your persistence that's going to make your dreams a reality. Your persistence is what is going to make you successful. Don't give up. You got to be relentless about your dream. You got to be relentless about your gift. You got to have that Mamba mentality, that Kobe Bryant's NBA playoffs right now. You got to have that Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality. That's what I'm saying. You got to lock in. And when you lock in, you got to keep going and giving everything you got to the goal and the dream, because that's the only way it's going to become a reality. Are you willing? Are you willing to stay the course? Are you willing to find that fortitude inside of you, that strongest version of you, the best version of you that you didn't even really know existed, and break through the mental barriers that are holding you back? And you're like, that sounds hard. Yes, it's hard. It is hard. But you know what else is hard? Not fulfilling your purpose. You know what else is hard? Not doing what you love every day. You know what else is hard? Getting to the end of your days and being filled with regret because you knew you had more in the tank and you never took a risk. You never took a chance. You never took a leap, and you never did the thing that you knew you needed to do. That's hard too. So pick a heart, fam. Choose a heart. You might as well be juggling out here like my man's Pennywise. Not like Pennywise. Pennywise ain't cool. But like Bozo. Let's go with Bozo the Clown. Some of y'all, I just dated myself right there. Some of y'all like, who is Bozo the Clown? If you don't know, you don't know. But you can Google it. Unless you're one of those people who have odd feelings about clowns, then don't Google it. But you're out here juggling. And you got to pick a heart. You're going to have to choose one. You can't do that forever. One of them is going to fall. And you got to pick which heart you want. And I'm saying, if you already know it's hard to live an unfulfilling life, to not do what you love, to not take a risk, to not take a chance, to get to the end of your days and be filled with regret, wondering what is it going to take for you to choose the other heart, to say, okay, people are going to talk, people are going to mock, people are going to belittle, people are going to envy, people are going to troll, and I don't care about none of them people, because those people did not give you your purpose. Those people did not give you your life, and they cannot take it away from you. Forget those people. Kick them to the curb. And focus on what it is that you really want. What is it going to take for you to stay the course and stay persistent? What is it going to take for you to execute that Mamba mentality and for you to be relentless about your goal and your dream and your passion? Is it going to take me yelling like a maniac, like a crazy man every week just to get you to take a step? If that's what it's going to take, then get used to it. Your boy is going to do it because it's worth it, because you're worth it, and because you matter, and because your dream matters, your gift matters, and what you were put on the planet to do matters. So you can count on me, because I ain't going nowhere. So you can get to know me. Hate it or love it, the underdogs on top. I am such a character. And there is a never-ending musical showcase that happens in my head at all times. If you knew every time I thought of a song when I said something, I'm just going to start singing them every time so y'all can see. So, this is it. This is your moment now. You've heard the word. You've heard me pour my life into you. You've heard me pour passionately into you. You know that, listen, the most beautiful thing, literally one of the 7 most wonderful gifts the earth has ever seen, a sight to marvel at, was formed by the persistence of a little river. What can little old you do with a little bit of persistence? Ooh, snap. What can you accomplish with a little persistence and a little fortitude and a little perseverance and a little bit of just grit to keep going? What can you accomplish? Don't you want to find out? Don't you want to meet the version of you that really God created you to be, the greatest version of you? Because my mentor, Les Brown, said, real hell is making it to the end of your days and meeting the person God intended for you to become, but you allow fear to make you play small, so you never became that person. Oh, my God. Oh! Don't you do that to yourself. Don't experience hell. Become the person you are meant to become. Don't you want to know what life looks like on the other side of your fear? Don't you want to know what it feels like when you're the person that everybody's applauding? Not because you want the applause, but because you stepped out and you proved that you could do it. Not to them, you proved it to yourself. Don't you want to experience what it feels like to be celebrated at the end of the days by your children's children because of what you changed for their family, because of the legacy that you created, because of the life and the peace that you created, because of the impact that you made to leave this planet a better place? Don't you want to know? Because I want to know. I want to know for me, and I want to know for you, which is why I'm going to pour my heart and soul out to light the fire inside your soul so that you get up every single day and you stay persistent. So this is the charge today. The charge is for you to stay the course. The charge is for you to keep going. The charge is for you. I know you feel like you're at the end of your rope. Some of y'all listening to me right now while you running and you coming down to that last hill and you ready to stop and you ready to quit and you ready to give up. And I'm telling you, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. 1 foot in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other. Don't quit, don't stop, keep going. And this is what I want you to do in every area of your life. When you get tired, don't stop. When you want to give up, don't stop. When it hurts, don't stop. When you see the goal in sight, don't stop. When you're almost there, because I'm telling you, you're almost there. So don't stop and you keep going. You keep putting 1 foot in front of the other. You keep maximizing your gift and you keep making your dream a reality every single day, because you can.